it because this is interesting.
Yeah.
Even Ali was involved, threw a punch at him.
That's what it was. I mean, Kamaru and Colby never touch each other during this. They kind of like, I guess, ran into each other.
In Ali's
in the
defense,
casino.
he threw that when Colby went up to him, though.
Yeah.
So.
But Dana did say, because apparently Colby he was cage side. He had his interim belt or whatever. And Dana did go up to him a few times. And the last time he said, stop, you're getting the next shot. Don't fuck this up.
But what we're about to show now is not that.
No, I know.
This is after
this. This was the next day in the casino. Is that right? Or after the fight?
I think it was later that night. Honestly.
It might have been later that night.
Yeah.
But have you seen this, Randy?
Yeah, I saw it last night.
I mean, it's interesting. I've seen it once, but then I had problems with my headphones. I couldn't fix it.
There we go. There's the
I'm not going to
melee.
play the audio because it's TMZ, but we can watch it here. So it's a TMZ video.
All right. So let's explain what's going on. There's Kamaru and his manager Ali.
Yeah.
Where's Colby?
there's
Oh.
Now who was coming after who? That's important.
Colby was just standing there.
Was he, though?
It's
Or-
hard,
I don't
it's
know.
hard to
I mean,
tell
so
from
far.
this video. You know Colby never shuts up.
Yeah.
He's John.
Ali really
But
hates
now-
him. So
He pulled out his phone
Colby's
instantly.
gonna pull out his phone.
Instantly pulls out
and
his
he's talking
phone.
trash. But this, I'll show you what's
and
what's
Kamaru's
interesting.
trying to stop Ali. He's like, all right, enough. He's telling Colby
Well,
to shut up.
I think that guy right there, the big dude, went to slap that phone out of his hand.
And Colby backed up
But
a
now
little bit.
Ali's talking to him, and then Colby goes over to Ali, and Ali threatened
That's
to
it.
throw him
That's
punches.
That's like a little.
But hold on.
That was a feint.
But
That
look
was
at
the
this
peak
right
of the
here.
video.
See that lady between them? Between him and Colby?
Yeah.
Now, Colby, you should be either walking away. I like the way he stays with this lady between them. That tells you a lot about Colby. Look. Now he's angling his body so the lady's right between them.
And at that point,
Wow.
and you can see Kamaru is going, I can just let him go. He's like, I don't have to keep holding him back, you know?
But look at him standing between that lady.
Yeah.
All right.
Really? Nobody should be saying, hey, ma'am.
Hey, get out of the way,
Get
miss.
out of the way. I don't want you to get hurt.
That's
but
true.
what he really wants to say is, don't leave, lady.
Is that Dan
Please
Lambert there?
Don't leave. Let me see. That's not Dan
No,
Lambert.
it's not. I couldn't say.
It's a bouncer or something. Security. But that's the dude that got in between because that other guy's
Right.
with them. The other big black guy's with them. So I think he went to slap that phone. But then the further the way they get,
More he
then
starts to
all of a
talk.
sudden his balls are growing again. Colby, listen. I think the fight's great. Look at him. Is that his mom? Who is that lady in
No,
front of him?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
I don't know what they're in line for.
He's
Well,
barely.
look.
Kamaru's begging him.
But now look, the further he gets, and he knows there's a couple of guys there, and see that's what it is. That's the problem with Colby, though. You want to be about that life, you're going to run into these guys, and when you run into these guys, if you're still talking your shit, chances are you're going to get smacked, man.
Now,
And
why does Ali hate him so much? Just from the stuff with Kamaru?
Yeah, I mean, Kamaru's tight. Ali's tight with his guys, and I don't know. Fucking Colby's an asshole.
I think he just annoys him.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, the guy's an ass.
I'll tell you one thing, though.
You know?
He is going to. Everybody wants to see this fight.
Yeah.
I really want to see him and Usman fight.
Well, exactly. What that was,
Brilliant
basically,
promotion, yeah.
brilliant promotion for the fight.
That's
so-
great for both guys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know that they're going to fight next now because the whole
gonna
world
be
wants
fun.
to see that.
Absolutely, because neither of these guys, like Kamaru, is not the big. He's a huge name in UFC, but outside of UFC, there's a lot of fighters that guys don't know who are not necessarily hardcore fans.
Yeah.
And he's a guy who people are starting to get to know.
Yeah.
But now with stuff like this happening, people just kind of feel like, yeah, I want to watch this.
And we,
Okay, let's get to the fight.
Jones, Smith, we all had Jones.
you,
No.
Matt had Anthony Smith by first round knockout.
Jimmy knew. First of all, Jimmy knew that.
I actually did
And
not
why are you
remember
guys
that.
saying that like that?
You really
You're going to look at the Lionheart again in the face. And I hope you laughed at him.
When you picked it, I thought that if he was going to knock him out, if he was going to finish him, I think it would have been in the first
Nah,
round.
I
but-
knew there's no way because Jones is too smart and he's going to keep throwing that
Of
oblique
course you
kick.
did, Mystic Mac.
Well, he knows he's not going to let Anthony Smith close to him. He's never gotten the fourth and fifth round. You figured Jones would try to wear him down a little bit.
And me and Jimmy both had John Jones by third round knockout. Obviously went to a
Okay.
decision.
Yeah.
Well, listen, props to Anthony for taking the champ 5 rounds, And John Jones is awesome. What are you going to That guy is just
Knows how to win a fight, yeah.
He knows how to win. He's on the
Plays the
top of his
game.
game. On the top of his game.
He's playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's true.
So congratulations to John.
When I started watching this fight, and I was like, and I know he's been working with Joe Schilling. See, this is what Mickey has going for him. What he has going against him is the lack of experience. And that does show at times, like it showed in this fight.
Yeah.
But what he has going for him is that he knows how to fight.
Yes.
And so he skills. He knows how to fight. He was doing a lot of things I felt right in the first round besides gauging it, besides conserving his energy a little bit. When you watch that first minute and 20 seconds, when I first started, the stuff he was throwing, you have to be not only you have to be kind of tough. He was throwing his stuff with just abandonment. Hard leg kick, hard high kick. You know, laying into his punches, doing it at the right time, but putting a lot into it.
Yes.
But look, I remember being like, all right, this is a good fight for him to do this with because he'll have an advantage standing.
Yes.
I did not factor that one, he would get tired if he could keep that up for 3 rounds. One takedown made Diego, the first minute and a half was getting outgunned standing, and I'm like, wow, if this keeps going, it's a matter of time. I feel there's things that you could pick apart, like as like a coach, and that's what they're gonna do with and it's in the long run. I mean, he's not a bitch, man. He didn't go. He did go. The ref broke it up. He wasn't in that quick tap club. And Diego is as dangerous as they. Yeah. He's Aljo Sterling, dangerous with mount and back. He's that. I mean, guys keep BJ Penn. Guys get that position, mount position. They're not Luke Rockhold. Yeah. It's rough, man. And Mickey was trying to do a lot of the right escapes, and then he was trying to almost power out a little bit and. Diego's everywhere, just heading them off.
Isn't it amazing how long Diego's been fighting?
20 fights.
Look at the size
20
difference.
UFC fights. Jeez.
I mean, like right there, he's got the double underhooks. He threw into the clinch. But even right here, when he's throwing his right hands, he's putting a lot into it.
Yeah.
But if you heard Mickey, I think Mickey said that he had a tough cut and whatnot.
He did. He said he passed out during the weight cut and then he had a really hard time. So, I mean, you can see that. I mean, his striking looked good.
I thought it looked a lot better. Look,
I just think it's too much. Like, if you're not primarily a striker, you don't have a background in striking, and you're a grappler, don't give so much because you don't understand how to maneuver and move and pace yourself and throw certain punches. Some punches take more than other punches.
Right, and especially a guy like Diego where you got to like hit him in the head with a shovel. But
take your shots.
Well, that was the other thing. I mean, Mickey obviously is known as a grappler. His striking does look improved, but sometimes don't you run the risk of falling in love with the technique that you're working on most recently versus going to the thing that got you there?
You fall victim to your critics, and I feel like this is one of those things where critics are like, oh well, he needs to work on his striking. We want to see his striking. What's his striking? Like, his striking sucks,
Right.
And then you go out and you want to prove to them. I say fuck that, man. Just do what you do and improve on your own until it's time. Don't rush it. Just improve on your own.
In other words, he could be using his jiu-jitsu and his wrestling to counter Diego, his takedown, his offense, and then get off his strikes. That would be more, energy conserving.
The kid has great jiu-jitsu. He does. Like, I've grappled with him before.
Oh yeah,
Mickey's a brown belt, I think, right?
Yeah. And
very good.
And even when we fought, he's tough, but he just didn't make the right decisions here.
Look at this. This makes a huge difference here. Like when Diego got that first takedown, he has got such good pressure.
Yeah.
Some old school hips forward. He's been on the receiving end of submissions for how long? Because he's been rolling for so long that he's used to just swatting it away and getting position. I'll tell you, the problem also here, and what Mickey felt is he did such a high volume and he exerted so much energy on his feet. He never had a time to get a breath of air.
Right.
Look, you're going to see him do a Granby roll, and it's beautiful. Yeah. And 9 out of 10 guys maybe in this division. Look at that beautiful takedown. What was that kind of takedown? That trip, Randy, around the waist, and it was a backwards trip. There's got to be a name. That was fucking. He did it twice, but 2 or 3 times during this fight, and it made such a huge difference in this fight because look how he got him down, and he's so much bigger than Diego. Now
and
look,
Mickey
that Granby roll. You see that Granby roll he did? But look, Diego kept his hands locked, and he's still on his back. Jimmy, most guys, rewind that for a second with that Granby roll.
Yeah.
For most guys, a little bit more. Now when he gets up, now watch when Mickey's going to roll over his left shoulder. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, was it right shoulder?
No,
left shoulder. It was his left.
Yeah.
He rolled with him and kept his hands.
Yeah.
If locked, Diego, most guys are not keeping that grip and rolling with them.
No,
that's
especially the way Mickey had his foot. You saw he had his foot. He shouldn't have been able to come over.
And Mickey should have been able to get on top from there. And if he would have got on top with his jiu-jitsu, he could have got a better position, and at least it would have got him some time to get some energy back. some air in his lungs. Look where he is now. Now he's in his guard with crazy Diego Sanchez on top of him, looking to elbow him in the face. So Mickey never gets a chance to take a break. Now he's elbowing his body, Diego.
Big body, stomach elbows, yeah.
Oh, man. And